Tommy Shelby is stone cold confident and seemingly fearless. So in this video, we're going to break down what you can learn from him to be confident in those high pressure situations in your own life. First off, perhaps the most noticeable thing about Tommy is that he rarely overreacts in situations of extreme pressure.
Wait! You tell me what he is!
Tommy's calm, non-reactive demeanor is extremely unsettling to his adversaries, but even more important, it's in this remaining calm that he's able to put into practice all of the other strategies that we're discussing in this video, so this piece is foundational. Now, Tommy wasn't born cool as a cucumber, none of us are. He developed this trait through repeated exposure to life-threatening situations, first in the war and then over and over and over again in the course of his rise as a gangster. The same principle applies in our lives. If we want to remain calm in certain situations, the most reliable way isn't simply by focusing on keeping a straight face or a deadpan stare. In fact, the more you think about your facial expressions when you're nervous, the more likely you are to actually blush. So even though people notice the unflinching face, the best way to get there is through what's called exposure therapy. Essentially, you put yourself into less challenging simulations of whatever difficult scenario you're about to face. So if you're going to interview, doing a mock interview with a friend, or even touring the building that you'll be interviewing in can go a long way to calming your nerves on the big day. Or if you want to be more comfortable in social situations, saying a single extra sentence to a service person can challenge you without triggering total panic. But Tommy's experience also shows us what happens if you expose yourself to overwhelming situations rather than gradations of slightly more challenging ones. Now, outsmarting people requires more than just composure. Tommy often has to persuade people that have every reason to hate him, and he exhibits three powerful tools that regularly keep him in control. The first is his use of state-breaking questions. Watch.
So the Odd Fellows want you to know that any deviation from your instructions will have consequences.
What's your dog's name?
When we're under pressure, our natural response is to go with the flow and passively accept the conversational pace set by someone who's in a position of power over us. However, in doing so, we surrender our power during that conversation, which in a negotiation usually leads to an unfavorable deal. This state-breaking question is a seemingly out-of-place question that breaks the one-sided conversational flow. And from there, conversation is much easier to steer in a new direction. We saw this in the video that we did on Tony Robbins getting people out of depression.
What makes you hate yourself? Is it the red shoes?
What?
Is it the red shoes?
No.
Are you sure? Because they're fucking red.
Now, a simple question isn't going to instantly put someone on your side, which is why we often see Tommy get what he wants by finding a way to align his needs with the other person's.